See Roach to the rim, and Banchero on the cleanups, follows the ball.
A game-high 19 points, a game-high 9 rebounds. 7 of 12 from the field, and he's done it from just about everywhere on the floor.
Paolo Banchero, the Duke big man, who's also a freshman, 6'10", 250 pounds with a 7-foot wingspan. You really, if you could combine Banchero's body with Holmgren's, skill set, you'd probably have the perfect prospect, because this guy is built like a tank already. He has an NBA body. He's got that NBA strength, and like Chet, he's really highly skilled. He can do a bit of everything. He can shoot, he can pass, he can defend, and he is going to be able to hold his own in the paint in ways that Chet really can't. He doesn't have elite length. His wingspan, for example, is 6 inches shorter than Chet. He doesn't have elite athleticism. This is not a jump out of the gym type of player, and not elite lateral quickness. He's not a bad athlete, but there are some teams that worry that sort of over time, as he gets heavier and he looks like he has a heavier build, especially on his base, will some of that explosiveness and quickness leave him? I think that the one thing you can say about Banchero is that he is going to be maybe the most dominant freshman as far as statistics go. He is going to be an absolute monster, I think, at Duke. As a freshman, I expect him to put up big numbers right away and do that the whole year. Duke's got a really loaded team, and so this is going to be a team like Gonzaga, who is going to be in the mix, for a national championship as well. But I think when we're just sort of looking at like overall production, he's already has the size and strength of an NBA player. I think that's going to make him dominant in college. They've been raving about him out of Duke. He has a great feel for the game as well. And I just think that he doesn't quite have the length and athletic upside that Chet Holmgren does. But he also has he also doesn't have some of the downsides of Chet as well, because again, strength is going to be an issue for Chet in a big way, and may limit his ability to perform, especially in the post. And so a lot of NBA guys prefer Banchero. They think he's the safest pick in this draft, and I think that's probably the right way to sort of frame these two together. One maybe with a little bit higher ceiling and upside and a sort of unique factor, and one that just looks like he's going to have, like an Al Horford-esque career in the NBA, and maybe that's sort of the type of prospect that ultimately he becomes, and certainly a guy is worthy of the number 1 pick.
ESPN's Mike Schmitz here. I spent a day in Durham, North Carolina last week evaluating Duke's prospects, and Paolo Banchero looks every bit of a potential number 1 pick. 6'10", 250 pounds, got a pro body. He can handle the ball, he can facilitate, he can score it inside, he can step out a little bit as well. So we have him as the number 2 rated prospect right now behind Chet Holmgren. But if he shows that he can step out and shoot the 3 ball and is a little bit more versatile defensively than we think, he's going to challenge for that number 1 pick.
Isaac Parsons, Jonathan Hicklin, and Xavier Fennell. Blue Devils win the opening tip, and it's Banchero who scores the first. Here's Moore, guarded by Fennell. It was announced as his first foul, but there are 2 according to the stat. Roach into the paint. Banchero the finish! Feed inside, Williams the finish. Rams. Step back jumper than any in the country. Banchero guarding Fennell, who's forced to put up another.
He's named best player in the conference, the WCAC, as a sophomore in high school. That's one of the best conferences in the country. Really started to come alive by the end of the season, and he's carried it into this season. Great hands around the basket. We see the steal by Banchero, and he's going to get fouled.
Duke always pushing the pace. Banchero, nobody there to stop Sin at the rim. What a block for Mark Williams. It's Banchero the other way. The nice finish through contact.
Beautiful take high off the glass of the long outstretched arm of Mark Williams as we see Banchero work his way to the rim.
Again, Winston-Salem State, this is their first game in a year and a half. Banchero hits the three.
1,114, which will be 15 after today. Another live